All right, here we go. It's January 1st, 2024. Gonna pull this engine out. We'll check clutch line at first. It's pretty far off, but pretty sure the engine's got to come out and play with probably re-drilling the plate or something. We'll see. I'm gonna do some measurements real quick. I believe I was 10 millimeters off. I lost all that paperwork, so I'm gonna redo it real quick. All right, stand by. All right, here's my measurements I came up with. Yeah, it's out. I mean, they're close between themselves, how it's sitting in there straight, but the offset checks definitely wrong. Which I knew that, but I'll show you what you can kind of see here. I guess I could throw a straight edge back in there. How the primary clutch, the engine should be more outboard. I'll go show it on my sled out in the shed real quick. All right, here you go. Different machine, but principle's the same. See how that the inner sheaves kind of, they're more lined up than the outer sheaves of like the primary. Engine spins up, that thing compresses in, grabs a belt. So over the other machine, it kind of got it's backwards basically. You need to slide the engine outboard. All right, got everything loosened up. Pipes out, free coils off, carbs out. There's only one electrical connector right there. Not a whole lot to these. It's actually pretty easy. I loosened up the engine mounts on the engine plate. See if there's any wiggle room. And there's not. It moves a little bit, but nothing like a mini bike or something where you could slide this thing around. It's very little movement. Yeah, I used the plate for this engine, and I'm gonna pop this engine off and compare the two plates. I did know the bolts for the 500 engine didn't line up to the bottom end of this 440, so I'm going to see what the difference is. Probably should look more into that, but of course I just jammed it in there. So yeah, I'm going to pop it out and take a look. All right, when I decided to go with this engine, I kind of was in the impression that these Spirit engine cases were the same. They're obviously, this one with the oil injection is different. They must have, they changed it up there. These mount holes, they're about, these ones measure roughly 5 7/8 apart from each other from the hole center, and these ones are right around 5.5, so not the same. This was a premixed, 500 was premixed engine. This is oil injection, so that's probably where the difference happened there. Not going to take it apart, switch case halves. Probably should have paid attention to that earlier in the game, but not a big deal. The plates, I'm going to try to manipulate a plate, I guess, see what I can get away with here. I guess if anything, I'm gonna go after this earlier plate, the free air plate. Yeah, I'll go with that for now. All right, got the engine plate, modified. That's a good word for it. We'll go with modified. Yeah, I got a mess to clean up. But yeah, I'm gonna get the look up the torque, forgot what the torque is for that plate. All right, got the those torqued up. It's found 30 in the ZRT manual, 36 Tiger Shark manual. I just, 36 foot-pounds. There's a mess I gotta clean up still. Yeah, gonna pop off this plate right here. Get that plate out. Drop that thing in, and I gotta head in for dinner. Gonna post up the shenanigans from last week and this weekend, and then yeah, that's about it. it is what it is. Old junker sled I got out of a farmer's barn. You know, sure some people do things differently, but I'm not putting a whole lot of money into this thing. Just getting it going and getting it going down the trail. Little ditch banging down the roads around here, all will be good. So let's see, that's it. Basically just pop that plate out, put it in, and I'm gonna head inside. All right, I got it thrown in real quick. I didn't tighten anything down, but it's sitting in there a lot happier. I got 26 millimeters just with a straight edge ruler right at the back, you know, at the back here and at the front here. And you can manipulate it with the bar, you know, but it looks a lot happier. Yeah. You know, that's sitting there way better. I also noticed the original plate to this engine, it was slotted out, which isn't a big deal. I imagine that's from the factory, you know, for this front plate. That doesn't look like this is a backyard job. They did pretty good. These holes, maybe they're decent. One of them look kind of weird, but now that I'm looking at it, they look okay. But yeah, you don't need to have no freaking plate CNC machine or nothing. Just a little waller job and get it good and tight, and we'll see how it goes. But yeah, gonna tighten it up real quick, then head in. All right, that's it for the night. Back out in the morning. All right, morning. It's Wednesday. Going to dig back into this. Got the engine in, exhaust, belts back on. Let's take a look at what we got going on here. I got the belt on. Gonna bottle feed it. I'm pretty sure I got the float bowl filled up. Exhaust is on. I got this little can down here. Let's see if that fuel pump pumps some fuel into there. Still a little stumble on that. I lowered it down. I had it way high up in the nosebleed. Dropped that jack down. I was thinking maybe there wasn't enough fuel in the tank, but that's doubtful. We'll see if it pulls more down here. I'm gonna start jerking on it. Rephrase that. Well, I'll start roping this cord over a few times. See if she fires up. Fuel. Getting smoky in here. Curious to see how much fuel is. Excuse me. Curious to see what that little catch can was picking up for fuel. Yeah, it fired right off. Yeah, I don't know. 3 or 4 pulls. I wasn't counting. But yeah, the pop door open here. It's getting it'll get thick here pretty quick. If I fire it up again. All right, not sure if you can tell here. Yeah, fired right up. Couple pulls, no choke. Gave her a little bit more. Just want to see where the clutch is engaging at. I don't have a tack or anything on this thing. It's just want to see, you know, kind of give her a few pulls, and it engaged, grabbed sect area as expected and whatnot, and then it basically hanging up, stuck there. Give it a few whacks, I guess. I got this old can of Magic here. I don't know how well it's gonna work. Put some of that in there. We'll see. I'll give her a few whacks, spray a few other spots. Might resort to this here, clutch off the free air. Yeah, that thing, no, lost for words, I guess. It's hanging up. Yeah, staying up. Take him out of gas. All right, close the door up. Nah, aired it out a little bit. Seems like it's taking a little bit to get clutch engaged. I have to come revisit that and play with that. Right now, just going to work on the fuel pickup situation. I mixed up a can of it's between 30, it's in between 40 to 1 or 50 to 1. Somewhere about there. Got some stuff mixed up. Yeah, there's a can I had out in the shed. Was using with the lawnmower before the season was done cutting grass. So it's boat gas. It's wreck fuel, like 3.5 gallons. But yeah, I'm gonna just get some more fuel in this tank. Make sure that's not, maybe that pickup's not soaked. You know. That little catch can's got a little bit in there, but yeah, I'm gonna dump some gas in it, fire it up, see what happens before I try something with a different fuel pump. All right, had it running. This single outlet pump for some reason just ain't getting her done. I threw this one on here. That's the original pump from the free air engine that was in there. I got a rebuild kit for it. It did pump fuel. Since I got the rebuild kit, I'm gonna put it on there and then put it in and see how she goes. This is where I should have brought that helmet cam out here. Yeah, got the lid off here. Gonna kind of lay stuff out. Like so. Oh yeah. So got that. Be careful not to rip anything. And that. And I'm gonna wipe that gunk out of there and lay out these other gaskets. All right, got the kit laid out. You got little rubber deals, your little discs. Seems like it's got extra gaskets. Cool, I guess. Got the gunk out of there and going to switch out those little flappers that are in there. All right, got the flappers changed out. Little, drifted them out with the hammer and the punch. They were rock hard. That one broke. Once you get them through, you kind of got to pick at it a little bit to get the lip. Pull the lip out, I guess you want to call it, nipple. All right, time to start stacking this thing back together. All right, starting to stack this pump back together. I mentioned extra gaskets, but I started thinking about it. Maybe this pump's been apart before. And I went to my ZRT book, and yeah, that's how that is oriented. You got 2 gaskets sandwiched in between your clear that diaphragm there. So somebody was in this pump, I guess, at one time, and yeah, you'll get that. It was assembled, or not oriented correctly. Maybe they had a different kit. Anyhow, I'm going to put this. I got 2 gaskets, clear diaphragm. That piece goes on like that. I'm going to get this straightened out a little bit and then start stacking the other stuff. All right, got it oriented there. There's a couple picks, getting everything lined up. Gonna drop paper gasket down, another one of those that other diaphragm. You can kind of see how those gaskets got a shape. It goes to the middle there and it's got a curve to it. The same goes for the door, for the lid, whatever you want to call it, the top piece. So I'll get those dropped on and get the screws started. Kind of a repeat of the bottom, just got it stacked on there, a couple little picks to get everything lined up. I'll drop the top piece on, stick a couple picks in there to line it up, and get a few screws started on there. All right, got the top piece back on. Also, the gaskets for the top, or the upper diaphragm, had this notch, that stuff lines up. Pretty straightforward assembly though. I'm going to put a little bit of gas in here, I guess, just that squirt bottle. Get it a little bit wet. Let's see here. Yeah, stand by. Ever so slightly, just pumped a little bit through there for shits and giggles. Let's see. I'm gonna get it mounted in here and shorten up that feed line, I'm guessing. Pretty sure I want the fuel feeds heading towards the secondary there. A little more fine-tuned, but all right, here's a good stopping point for this week. We're down to fuel delivery issues, carburetor issues, and maybe possibly clutching issues. No more once we get the fuel delivery and the carburetor dialed in. Anyhow, thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. Have a good week. Later.